Hey everybody,
Hi,
it's Jen.
it's Toy.
I'm the mom,
I'm the daughter.
and we are welcoming you tonight for Lit Wisdom. Say it with me, Lit
Lit
Wisdom.
wisdom.
So we've been talking to you guys for a couple, 2, 3, 4 days now. Today's day number 4, and we are about to go into Proverbs chapter 4, and it's really, really exciting. You know what it's about?
Wisdom.
There it is. For the past couple of days, I mean, it's been reiterated over and over and over and over,
Repetition.
over and over about
I'm dizzy.
wisdom. And so tonight's no different. Chapter 4 starts off talking about
Wisdom.
wisdom. So Toy's going to read a little bit of that, and we're going to just get right into it, okay?
Okay. Verse 1, chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
My children, listen to your father's teaching. Pay attention to so you will understand. What I'm telling you is good. So do not forget what I teach you. When I was a young boy in my father's house, and like an only child to my mother, my father taught me and said, hold on to my words with all your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live.
Okay, stop. So, out of a different version, it says, "Hear, O sons, my father's instructions," and it says, "Be attentive that you may gain insight." And here's the thing: we're being reminded that we need to pay attention to wisdom. And so, what began to stand out to me, the fact that we have to have a constant reminder to pay attention to wisdom. So, these are my thoughts. What type of things cause you not to pay attention?
A lot.
Like,
Social media, news. I guess that's the same thing. Um, just everyday life, kids,
so there's
everything.
so there are
It's just so
things that are
much.
out there that will grab your attention, and then here's
Your
your
focus is somewhere else.
yeah, your focus. I mean, because if you're not focused on trying to get the insight, trying to hear what somebody's saying. Now, back this is old school. You might not know this terminology, but I'm gonna egg you. Back in the old school, we used to.
I'm not that young.
Oh, well, my bad. So it's like, girl, I was egging them. I'm gonna egg you, and so you learn how to do it. It's kind of self-taught when people are talking and they're saying
I teach
things.
the girls that if someone's messing with you, bothering you, whatever, ignore them.
Okay, ignore them. So
Egg.
egg is for ignoring, and so when we egg you, it's like you're talking, and I'm like, I'm looking at you, but you have been mentally blocked all out of my
But you
mind.
didn't hear what I said.
Did you? And listen, you remember this? You understand the word? I'm sorry.
Then not.
Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? I'm just
Ah.
saying. But for real, people are talking and it's like, okay, and then Charlie Brown, wah,
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 wah.
wah.
No, that's my favorite.
Yeah. So like in a classroom setting, the teacher's talking. They're giving you information that you need to understand. They're giving you information that you need to know. It's no differently. God's given us information that He's the teacher, we're the pupil. He's the father, we're the children. And so He's saying this stuff over and over. You need to get wisdom. 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 You need to get, and He's driving it in, and we're egging him.
Maybe I should get wisdom.
Yeah, and listen, that's when you get it. When you get
Too
it,
late.
there it is. Wisdom will save your life, but by the time you really want to grasp it, and let me free up some daughters and sons out there. Listen, our mandate is to right now, older women, we need to be on the grind, teaching our babies, teaching our younger women, teaching our daughters. We have a responsibility to do that. That's why we're here. We're gonna be here till God says, "Come off."
Yeah.
And so, at the end of the day, follow us on YouTube too. So, at the end of the day, we're teaching you this stuff because you have need of knowing. Then your responsibility is to teach it to the next generation or your children because they have need of knowing. What happens is, by the time you find yourself at the end of the lesson, there comes the test.
Yeah.
And when the test comes, if you've not paid attention, you'll make some stupid decisions. I mean, real tough decisions.
Yeah.
So
Things you don't have to go through.
Yeah.
You could have listened and then
Exactly.
save you some heartache and
Some embarrassment,
yeah.
some pain. And here's the thing: a lot of times, the young ladies, my heart's for the women. So the young ladies, when we're when you find yourself and you see all these people, it seems as though they're having tons of fun. They are doing it, and they're in high school and college and just partying till the sun go down. I'm talking about making every social event, getting down, having all kind of relationships, just doing the thing. And you getting your lesson, and you feel like you're, missing out.
Yeah.
That's not the case. They're gonna flunk. Ask me how I know. I mean,
Great prime example.
That's all I'm saying is you gonna flunk. You gonna be at one party too many, and you gonna need to have your hips somewhere sitting down studying.
Yep.
You're gonna need to have gone to class and paid attention.
Oh,
You don't
Lord.
have to make the same mistakes that somebody else has made. God has not made any mistakes. I think He's got a pretty good track record with giving us some instruction, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so read a little bit more. We're gonna get down to verse 7, and we're gonna cut it off and see y'all later.
We're gonna stop at 5.
I think so.
Get wisdom and understanding. Don't forget or ignore my words. Hold on to wisdom. It will take care of you. Love it, and it will keep you safe. Wisdom is the most important thing, so get wisdom. If it costs everything you have, get understanding.
Okay, so we're kind of going to stop with that one. Read that out of the King James. Read it out of King James.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hear ye.
It does not say, don't hear ye, hear ye. She does not favor the King James version, but it's okay.
Anywho.
Uh-huh.
Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, getteth understanding.
Okay. So, in another version, the beginning of wisdom is this. Get wisdom, and whatever you get insight.
Get it.
Okay, you've got to get it. So, there's no reason that you shouldn't get clarity on whatever it is. If you don't understand something, that's an opportunity to ask. Now, in my day, growing up, my parents would say, do this, this, that, and the other. And no, you can't do this, 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 or that. And I'm like, why? And the response would be, because I said so.
Exactly.
I got to understand it. I knew what that meant. You know what it means too. And sometimes you may get like that with God. He tells you to do this, this, or this, and you want to know why. He's not always going to tell you right away.
Yeah.
Just do it because He said so.
I'm learning that now. Oh my goodness.
Just do it because He says so. But in human relationships, oftentimes we can get an understanding. With God, sometimes we can get an understanding. Yeah. If we're not seeking after wisdom, we may not get the understanding.
Be lost.
Yeah, it's like, but He'll answer you. Father answers us. Holy Spirit answers us. Jesus answers us. We've got a big old book. Get in it. Okay.
And then sometimes you might not see it right away.
Right.
But eventually you'll be like, oh, okay, so that's why. That's why you told me to do this. That's why you pulled me out of this. That's why I'm doing this now instead of that.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's going to work out regardless. You just got to stay focused.
Stay focused. So it's and like it admonishes.
And receive the wisdom. Some people, they get wisdom, but they don't want to listen
reject
to it.
Yeah. Reject it. I'm telling you, even when it boils down to it, many times when you have people in your lives that are trying to tell you some things, they've been through it. And I think we talked about this just a little bit. Do you remember the show, The Cosby Show? And Bill Cosby's kids used to get in, okay, Dad, how come we can't?
Olivia.
And then he sits down and tells them a story. Most of the time, they don't want to hear that stuff. Like, oh, here we go again. Yes, again. I heard stories. Y'all want to hear stories. She's laughing because she says after she hears them from her dad and then she'd have to listen to them from her uncle.
And my grandma.
Okay, we got stories, man, because we don't want you to make the same mistakes. We don't want you to go down a road and we know what's at the end of the road. And so hear me.
Or there's a detour.
Yes.
You don't have to go down that road.
Yeah.
Go the other way.
Exactly.
Go around all the mess.
Right.
And then, you'll get there safer.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason for everything. I try to tell my kids, I don't tell you just to hear myself talk.
Right.
I'm sure everyone's heard that phrase.
Right.
So they just look at me like, no, I think you are. And then at the end of the day,
right,
they're looking like, oh, okay. So that's why Mom said that. Yes, right. I'm not trying to be mean. It's to help you.
And that's the way God is with us. He's not just bossing us around.
Yeah.
My middle grandbaby, her middle daughter says, "You're not the boss of me."
She's the bossiest one.
But the bottom line is that God is our boss. And ultimately, he knows what's best. If you know that your flesh wars against the spirit, if you know that there's an enemy of your soul, if you know that, look, there's good, there's bad, there's not just good and bad, there's good, there's evil.
Yes.
So there's a reason, there's a method to his mechanism, there's a method to his madness. So listen,
Then I just thought about if you take the wisdom in and receive it, your good will outweigh your bad.
Come on.
So
I love it. I love it.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah. So in this hour and in this season, you guys, we're gonna be on here because the mandate is we've got to teach our younger ones. We've got to share. We've got to make sure what I want you to do, because this is what God wants you to do. He wants you to fall in love with His Word. And there's no better way to do it than to get some time in and hey, spend some time with your daughters, get a cup of tea, whatever the case may be. Yeah, some coffee, do what you got to do, but get in the Word. Ain't nobody talking about no doggone chicken. All right, we're fixing to hang up and get off of here. Follow us on social media.
Y'all know y'all
Go
hungry.
to YouTube.
Get y'all some chicken and tea.
Follow Jen and Toy. I'm Jen.
I'm Toy.
And this is Lit Wisdom. We hope you guys will join us. We're going to be off over the weekend, but we'll see you back here Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Go someplace and fellowship. And listen, my conference is coming up on August 31st, September 1st and 2nd in Warner Robins, Georgia. Go to my page. You'll see the flyer. Also, I'll be with Pastor Cynthia Boone on tomorrow, becoming a better than ever me. So you might want to be there tomorrow morning at 10:30 in Perry, Georgia. Again, I'm Jen.
I'm Toy.
I'm the mom.
I'm the daughter.
And we'll holler at you later. Share. God bless you.
Bye.